is to demonstrate several new releases. One of them is our new screen recording for iCDN, and the other one is the use of AI agent. So we are showing you a watch party inside a Asia Pacific Broadcast Union where there are content available here, and we are making a presentation. But more importantly, we want to speak with our agent here and then record this as a session and see how that works. So with that in mind, we open up this and connect to the chat session and then make the interactive working from voice enabled to the chat, and then we subsequently connect it to different agents. Hello, can you explain to us the story of movies, please?
Hello! I'd be happy to help explain the story of movies. Movies, also known as films or motion pictures, are artistic and entertainment mediums that tell stories through sequences of moving images and sound. The history of movies dates back to the late 19th century, when early inventors developed devices like the kinetoscope and the projector to display short, silent films. Over time, movies evolved from simple short scenes to complex narratives with sound, color, special effects, and advanced storytelling techniques. The silent film era was followed by the talkies in the late 1920s, which introduced synchronized sound, revolutionizing the industry. Today, movies cover a wide range of genres, such as drama, comedy, action, horror, sci-fi, and more, aimed at entertaining, inspiring, and provoking thought among audiences worldwide. They are created through a collaborative process involving screenwriters, directors, actors, producers, and technical crews. Movies have become a significant part of cultures worldwide, influencing fashion, language, and social trends, and serving as a powerful form of storytelling and artistic expression. If you'd like more details about a specific aspect of movies or their history, feel free to ask.
So can you take us back to the time where Edison and the whole crew were inventing and bringing us to the timeline of today?
Certainly. Here's a brief overview of the history of movies, starting from the early inventions by Thomas Edison and Louis Le Prince, moving through the development of cinema, and bringing us to today. Late 19th century, the birth of cinema. Louis Le Prince, late 1880s. Often credited as the first person to create motion pictures, Le Prince shot short films like Roundhay Garden Scene in 1888 using a single-lens camera. Thomas Edison and William Kennedy. Laurie Dixon, 1890s. Edison developed the kinetoscope in the early 1890s, a machine for viewing moving pictures. Although Edison did not project films onto large screens, the kinetoscope was popular in coin-operated parlors. 1895. The birth of public film screenings. The Lumière brothers in France, Auguste and Louis Lumière, invented the cinematograph, a device that could record, develop, and project films. They held the first public screening of films in December 1895, often considered the birth of cinema. Early 20th century, growth and innovation. Films grew in popularity, and filmmakers like Georges Méliès created innovative works like A Trip to the Moon, 1902, pioneering special effects and imaginative storytelling. Hollywood's rise in California began around 1910, becoming the global center for film production. Jam silent film era, 1910s, 1920s.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Can you tell us a little bit about now and how it moved from 1900 to today's television?
You're welcome. I'd be happy to explain how we moved from the early days of cinema in the 1900s to today's television and modern multimedia entertainment. 1920s, 1930s, the rise of sound and color. The introduction of synchronized sound in films, called talkies, began with The Jazz Singer, 1927. This revolutionized the movie industry, making films more engaging. Color film technology also developed during this period, with early processes like Technicolor emerging by the 1930s, adding vivid colors to movies. Mid-20th century, television and its impact. In the 1940s and 1950s, television became widespread. TV was initially seen as a competitor to cinema, but quickly became a popular medium for entertainment and information at home. TV offered live broadcasts, news, sitcoms, dramas, and later, sports, bringing entertainment directly into people's living rooms. Late 20th century, advancements in technology. The 1960s, 1980s saw the development of color TV, remote controls, and cable TV expanding programming choices. The advent of VCRs, video cassette recorders, allowed viewers to record shows and watch movies at their convenience. Digital era and modern entertainment. 2000s today. The 2000s brought high-definition TV, digital broadcasting, and the rise of flat-screen TVs. The internet revolutionized entertainment. Streaming platforms like Netflix, Hulu, and Amazon Prime offer on-demand content accessible from smart TVs, computers, and mobile devices. Social media and YouTube also transformed how content is created and consumed, making everyone a potential content creator. Today, we experience a multimedia landscape with streaming services, smart TVs, mobile devices, virtual reality, and augmented reality. The lines between movies, TV shows, online videos, and social media content are increasingly blurred, giving viewers more choice and control over their entertainment. In summary, from early silent films to today's streaming technology, the evolution of motion pictures and television has been driven by technological advances, changing viewer preferences, and innovative content creation. Would you like more details on any specific part of this history?
No, I think you've been very useful. Thank you so much for your time. This is an example of what we are doing right now in this kind of an experimentation where the television has an AI agent and then it can follow you and privatize and provide privacy, security, and the information based on your personalization. So we want to invite you to join us to this marketplace as we are exploring this new era of what we call disruptors disruptor. Cheers for now.